Morning and welcome. It's the 21st of April and it's around about 9 o'clock. We'll start off with the AUD USD. I got knocked out of this last night. I got a trade at about entry now. I've actually re-entered the trade and I'm waiting for it to short so as I can get my stop in. But I've still got my stop in here at the top. So anyway, we'll wait and see how that goes later on today. I'm looking forward, as ever, on a Friday to the commitment of traders report, and we've got the Euro JPY. This appears to have finished its little bit of a correction that it had the last few days, and I think we might see this start to short again. It's not even got anywhere near the 50 on the RSI, and it's started to show signs of weakness. I'll be keeping a close eye on that and see if I can get back into it. Euro USD, I got knocked out of this yesterday. I'm about at where I got knocked out at the moment. I'm looking to re-enter. The RSI is just starting to cut my trend line, so I'll keep an eye on that today and I should re-enter it, I think. Pound Australian dollar. Well, this isn't really surprising me. It's starting to short a little bit. I don't think it'll short a lot, being honest. I think this might be a good buying opportunity. It's been 3 days really where it hasn't really gone anywhere. So I'll probably re-enter long later today. We'll have a look how it goes. S&P 500. We had this nice green candle yesterday. We broke the trend line. We're above the 50. We're no longer below the 69.1 on the monthly. We're at 70.5. And we're at 63 on the weekly. So where do we go from here? Well, I think we're going to go down. I think this might be a good selling opportunity up here, but I don't really fancy the S&P 500, being frank, but we'll keep an eye on it. Where are we going now? AUD CAD. Well, we've popped up a few pips since we entered. We'll see what happens. The oil has shorted a bit, which has given us the weakness in the CAD. So I don't really know. I'm going to look at the commitment of traders report before I make a decision. The commitment of traders last week, they were still long oil. So just 2 contracts terminating doesn't actually make a down market. It's hung about a bit. Here's the oil last couple of days. And this is quite an interesting fact. If you look at where oil is, and it's 2 days, we have this big candle here, and then if you go and look at the euro NOK, where is it? Here. 3 days. So really, with the NOK, it takes a little bit longer for the problem with the oil price to filter through to the price of the Norwegian krona. Sorry. So that would have given you plenty of time to have gone long the euro against the NOK, and that's just an interesting little fact. Silver. Yeah, well, I've started the decline in the price of silver, so hopefully that will continue. I am actually below the 50 on the RSI, and as long as the dollar keeps gaining, then the silver will keep shorting, and I wouldn't ever want to be longing precious metals. USD JPY. We saw a couple of green candles last couple of days. Um, I'm expecting this to go a bit further to the mid Bollinger Band here. It, you know, it's a difficult one. I really do like to get into trades at turning points, and although it's continued down, it hasn't really given me a good turning point the last few weeks, so I haven't been into it. But it is a very nice trend. Mexican peso, yeah, it started to raise its ugly head. I'm into profit on this one trade at the bottom here. That's the biggest trade, so that's given me the biggest return. I just hopefully it'll go up a little bit more for me. USD CAD, we've had 2 days of weakness. We've had fabulous green candles up here. I got knocked out at the bottom, as we all know. We're still in the top half of the RSI, above the 50. We haven't crossed the trend line, and I think this is going to power up. It's not. I wouldn't want to get into it now. It's slightly overbought. It's, you know, I liked getting in at the bottom down here where it was oversold. I wouldn't want to go long where it's overbought. Just me. And again, we're back to the oil, you know, and we'll see what happens in the commitment of traders tonight. But I think this is a long for you know, I think this could well pop back up. You know, that if that was just 2 contracts being sold that gave us this big dip. We'll see what the commitment of traders say tonight. But yeah, I'm a bit suspicious of that, and I'm keeping out of it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers, bye.